Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is news time again from this very good channel. Welcome back. How are you all doing? Hope you are good. I pray that God will be with you in your endeavors. Today we have another update for you, and I want you to, after listening to it, you drop your opinion and suggestions you have so that Biafra will be free. And that's just it. Okay, let's go there.
The State of the Nation address by the acting head of state of the United States of Biafra, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. In a strongly worded speech, she reaffirmed the nation's sovereignty following its redeclaration of independence on November 29, 2024. Speaking from Biafra Tower in the Confederation Capital Territory of Ebube, Dr. Orabueze called on all Biafrans to unite in building a strong and prosperous nation.
Greetings, Biafrans, and welcome to the State of the Nation address. Biafra has been declared, and we must defend the United States of Biafra.
She went on to highlight the strategic goals of the government, including strengthening diplomatic relations and securing economic resources for national development. Meanwhile, international response to Biafra's declaration continues to evolve. Several nations, including Gabon, Haiti, Ivory Coast, Tanzania, and Zambia, have shown recognition of the United States of Biafra. Additionally, the Eritrean government in exile and the Amazonian leadership have officially acknowledged Biafra's sovereignty. Observers say growing diplomatic engagements could shape the future of the young nation. On security, Dr. Orabueze reassured citizens that the Biafra Defense Forces remain fully operational and committed to safeguarding the nation's territorial integrity. She reiterated that the Biafran military operates under international human rights laws and will not engage in acts of aggression against civilians.
The government is officially reaching out to foreign states for recognition of our sovereignty, advocacy for our nation, establishment of bilateral relations, and cooperation in subsequent areas of common interest, like economic partnerships, humanitarian support, to ensure the well-being and prosperity of our citizens. We appreciate and commend the United Nations members, Gabon, Haiti, Ivory Coast, Tanzania, and Zambia. We also appreciate Amazonia and the Eritrean government in exile, who have continued to recognize Biafra. Other countries like the Eritrean government in exile have officially recognized our independence. Several congressmen and women in the United States of America, South Korea, and Europe have expressed positive position to the independence of the United States of Biafra.
However, tensions remain high following continued military activities by Nigerian forces within Biafra territory. The government has once again called for their immediate withdrawal, emphasizing that Biafrans have the right to self-rule. Turning to diplomatic concerns, the restrictions placed on Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Finland have sparked widespread condemnation. The Biafran government has formally reached out to international bodies, including the Finnish authorities, demanding clarification on what it describes as politically motivated actions.
The minister's absence has devastating consequences. He's been denied freedom and the right to continue leading the people of Biafra. Biafrans all over the world are devastated and worried. A record high number of atrocities and killing of hundreds of Biafrans have occurred in Biafra land since the current Finnish government's action against us and our Prime Minister in November 2024. Take note of the dirty game the foreign governments like the current Finnish government and Britain are already playing, probably positioning themselves and mobilizing for a new round of genocidal war of extinction of the people of Biafra. It will not go unnoticed or without consequences as far as the Biafran government is concerned. We advise them to do the right thing now, and instruct their partner they are agents of the failed entity to restore the freedom of our boat leaders. Man up and withdraw their stranglehold on the people of God.
Meanwhile, in economic news, the United States of Biafra has issued a directive to foreign oil companies operating in Biafra land, demanding a monthly remittance of N50 million to the government. Officials say these funds will be used to rebuild the nation, improve healthcare, education, and infrastructure. As the United States of Biafra continues its journey toward full international recognition, its leaders are urging all Biafrans, both at home and abroad, to remain steadfast in their support. As Biafra charts its course toward full nationhood, economic policies remain a critical focus. The government has outlined a strategic plan to foster economic independence and infrastructure development. This includes the establishment of the Bank of Biafra, which has now been granted operational licensing. Officials say that within months, Biafrans will be able to access online banking services and conduct transactions using a new national currency.
Our Bank of Biafra is in progress as the license has been garnered, and soon Biafrans will start online banking and using our currency in our Biafra land.
Additionally, new identification systems are being rolled out. The government has announced that applications for national ID cards are now open, with the second and third batches nearly completed. Plans are also underway to introduce Biafra's first official passport and driver's license. Meanwhile, security concerns persist as foreign governments continue to monitor the situation in Biafra. The acting head of state has accused the Nigerian government of intensifying military operations in the region, allegedly to suppress Biafra's self-determination efforts. She has also warned against external influences attempting to destabilize the country.
The external oppressors. We take note of the dirty game the foreign governments, like the current Finnish government and Britain, are already playing, probably positioning themselves and mobilizing for a new round of genocidal war of extinction of the people of Biafra. It will not go unnoticed or without consequences as far as the Biafran government is concerned. We advise them to do the right thing now, and instruct their partner, their agent of the failed entity, to restore the freedom of our boat leaders. Man up and withdraw their stranglehold on the people of God. Stop the acts of intimidation. Rather, honor our invitation for a civilized and constructive discussion as equals to make the world a better place.
Human rights organizations have expressed growing concern over reports of ongoing detentions, disappearances, and extrajudicial killings in Biafra. The Biafra Truth Network has obtained exclusive footage showing alleged abuses by Nigerian security forces in several Biafran communities. Advocacy groups are now calling for an independent investigation into these violations. In response, the United States of Biafra has opened a dedicated human rights section within the Foreign Affairs Department. Biafrans worldwide are urged to document and submit evidence of human rights abuses for official records and legal action. In a strong appeal to the Biafran people, Dr. Orabueze called for greater unity and active participation in the nation-building process. She urged all Biafrans, both within the homeland and in the diaspora, to support ongoing initiatives, emphasizing that the future of Biafra depends on collective action.
Thank you so much, Biafrans, for your trust and belief in us. Our fundraising continues. There are 3 approved accounts. The accounts are safe, secure, and active. The Department of Justice have recognized United States of Biafra as a nation, and for that, we have the power, we have the legal power to do fundraising to support our United States of Biafra. We will continue to do that.
Looking ahead, the government has confirmed that preparations are underway for mass repatriations of Biafrans abroad. Direct flights from the United States to Biafra are expected to begin later this year. Additionally, discussions are ongoing to establish international trade agreements that will further stabilize the economy.